Hey everyone, welcome to E-Ride channel. My name is Oleg. Today we're gonna compare these two amazing bicycles. One is Revv1 DRT from Ride1 brand, and this one is F3. They also have F3X, and the new models, which are gonna be F4X model. And we're going to talk about all of the models because they're very similar, but they have different performance a little bit. And it's from the Ghostcat. Ghostcat been in around for a few years already, and they've been one of the popular electric bicycle in e-moped style. They only have kind of one design models, one frame, while the Ride1 have so many different bicycles for different needs, from step through, from foldable, and so on. So if you're looking for something different, check their website from Ride1 because they do have very amazing quality bicycles and very affordable. I believe the bicycles start around $900, something like that. So you might want to check link in the description for additional discount as well. So today the video will be more about the difference between these two bicycles, both of them in e-moped style market, also both of them in 52-volt system. So 52-volt system means they have about the same voltage in the bicycles, like running the motor and the battery. So the power should be very similar, and there's some difference. So Ride1 DRT model like Revv1 come with a 1000 watt motor continuous power, while the Ghostcat F3X come with 1500 continuous power, and the motor is by Xofo, while the Ride1 using the Bafang brand. This Xofo was very good. I think it performed very well, and I will show you some videos later on in this video for riding speed and how it's climbed the hills as well. But these new models coming out, the new model will be way more powerful than both of these models, so it's gonna be different level already. It will be 60-volt system with it will still have hub motor, gears as well, so it's not direct drive. It will be with gears inside, so but it will have steel plates, so it will be more reliable and better motor. It will be 1500 continuous power, and it will be 60 volt, as I said earlier. It will have so it will be model F4X. Currently they are on pre-order, and the pre-order price is about 2800. No, it's 2700, and if you buy it after pre-order, it will be about $2900 USA. While these two models comes as currently on sale, DRT it's $2,499 or $95, while the Ghostcat F3 model comes as $2,099, and if you pick the F3X model, will be $24.99. So it's very similar price will be for the F3X, so it will be about exactly the same price. I do have extra discount in the description, so you want to check them out. The Ghostcat comes in different colors, variety colors, while the Ride1 DRT model comes in two colors. This one is blackout, and they also have like gray color, which very nice as well. I saw the color at Expo. Amazing design, like but again, currently I have a label over here, so this is a kind of stickers they're selling. It's about $50. You can buy different one, but this model is blackout. If I didn't put the stickers on, it will be all blackout. But these stickers, it protects the batteries quality also from the scratches, and it will give you nice looking as well. So you can buy different design. So let's go back to the F4X, because a lot of people asking about the model, what's going on. It's a new kind of gonna be new bike. Nobody actually tested out yet, and my guess will be it will go over 40 miles an hour. That's what the website say. And because currently this bike I reach maximum of 35 miles an hour speed, on I got it about 34 continuous drumming, but I'll explain why the difference in 1 mile, but also I'll go over the power, what I think. So the new model, which will be F4X model, will have a same size motor, but will have produced peak power up to 3000 because it will have a larger controller. I believe controller will be like 50 or 60, I think 60 amp. Currently, the Ghostcat F3 and F3X come with 40 amp controller. DRT listed as 35 amp controller. When I called them up, they told me it's a 40 amp controller. So I don't know, I didn't open up, but I'll talk to you about my experience as is out of the box. I didn't do any modification, but you can see the size difference. If you're gonna check the website, you're gonna see the same kind of design for all of the 3 models. So even you're gonna pick the F4X model, which have more power, it will be the same frame. So if you like this frame and you want more power, of course, a little bit higher speed, then you might want to consider the 4X, the new model. So it will be F4X model. And let's go over some spec, and I'll show you how I look on each of them. So DRT, it's more off-road machine for many reasons. First, it's come with a heavy-duty front fork, which is actually designed for motorcycles by RST, inverted fork with guard, 150 millimeter travel, while the F3 model comes with just crown fork, just regular with 100 millimeter travel. Very nice fork as well, but it's a little bit different. If you want also inverted fork, then you have to go with F3X model. Then the fork will be very similar to DRT by 120 millimeter travel. Also will be inverted. Also will have some guard, and they will be very similar, but exactly not the same because I think DRT have much more solid fork. Again, if I have opportunity to test it out, the new model like F3X or F4X, then I can give you better compare. Currently, I just give you what I saw on the website. Currently, I only have experience running on F3 Pro model. So I think, again, if you want to have similar performance as a fork-wise, you would have to go with either F3X or F4X model, because the FX model comes with more basic fork, but still very nice. This adjustment for compression and preload adjustment. On this bike, on DRT, you have compression and preload adjustment as well. And it's an axle through fork, same as on F3X or F4X model. So it will be very similar fork. You get about 30 millimeter more travel. So you're gonna get better performance. As a rear shock would be exactly the same. I'll go closer so I'll show you. But let me show you how I will see it first so you can see the difference. That's the biggest difference between these two bicycles, I would say. The seating position, the size, as you can see. So I'm gonna move a little bit in center so you can see. So this is my sitting position on this DRT model, as more straight up. My feet, if the pedal looking down, it will be like this. So it's kind of low. If I want to pedal it, this is the highest position on my feet gonna be. Still comfortable to pedal. I would say this very comfortable to pedal this bike even without power. There's a lot of resistance, of course, but still can pedal a little bit. About 8 miles, 10 miles an hour with no power at all. But this is a more straight up position, not only because it's higher seat. The seat is about 35 inches from the ground when I'm not sitting. When I'm sitting on it, it drops about to probably 34, 33 inches from the ground. So this one will fit better to the taller person. This handlebar is more raised up, and again, the wideness is the same, 29 inches on both of the bicycles. So, but different kind of handlebar comes with. So this one is, I'll show you close up so you can see. My preference, I like the DRT position. It's for my back. I get less back pain because more straight up position. Also, better stability due to the longer bicycles. There is more, as you can see, like wheelbase, it's longer, so you can see the wheelbase a little bit longer. That makes a difference as well. Now I'm gonna sit on the Ghostcat F3 model. Move a little bit closer here so I can show you. It's my handlebar actually have I installed by myself the adjustable stem, so it's raised about 2 inches up. If you don't install anything, you're gonna look a little bit more down, so you will be even low. It's about 41 inches right now from the ground. The seat, the lowest position, I believe it's like 33 inches or 32 inches, the lowest position, the highest position like 33 inches. So the seat will be much lower, and when you sit, you can actually feel much deeper drop, so probably about 2 inches dropping. It's very soft as well, and this position, it's gonna more lean forward. Straight handlebar make it most lean forward. And I notice if you're riding too long, your hands will get tired, fatigue, because you basically push a lot of weight on your hands as well. But depending on your size as well, I'm 5'11", so that's how I feel. And it's gonna be the same position. If you're taller, you're gonna sit right here probably. So that's a difference in sizes. So I think the Ghostcat bicycle is better for a little bit shorter person as well, and DRT is better for taller. And I forgot to mention how actually I will be pedaling, because that's also very important if you plan to pedal. So if you plan to pedal, your feet will be like this, which is very similar to DRT model. But once you start to pedal up, you will lift it up like this. So basically, very high. I just try to show you. It would be very high and not as comfortable, okay? It will give you very good exercise of your body, because your feet will go all up, but it will not be most comfortable position to pedal. You can still pedal this bike with no power if you want to, probably the same speed, like 10 or 9 miles an hour, but it will not be the best experience. So if you decide to buy a bicycle which you can pedal as well, then DRT probably will be better choice, because you have better feet straight up and up. So you have, and the reason is because on DRT you got a little bit smaller the crank arms. I don't know if they're gonna change it. I heard they will change it, so that might improve as well. So I'm not 100% sure, but currently it's a little bit longer. But again, you can change it by yourself to buy shorter, so it will be more comfortable to pedal if you want to. Is that something that's up to you? Many people will not pedal this bicycle at all, because this bicycle actually more like power bike, more like mini Suron, so you don't really want to pedal it. Both model comes as class 2, and out of the box up to 20 miles an hour limit. So if you want to go to unlimited speed, like which is 35 currently on this bike, 34 I reached on the DRT model, you have to contact the company and sign some waiver and get the code to make this change. Okay, it's not hard, but you have to do this change, because this speed is for off-road riding on private road. So let me show you how the rear shock. So the rear shock actually by Burner RCP 25 DNM, and it's about I think 70 millimeter travel on Ghostcat. The same shock going to be on all of the 3 models, which is great shock, and actually it's used the same shock, but you cannot really see it. It's exactly the same DNM, so you cannot really see it, but it's exactly the same. The only difference, the position of the shock. As you see, different angle, different swing arm completely. And I want to show you this one is more like basic, I would say, like a very thin, so I'm not sure how, if they're going to continue to use the same swing arm for the 60 volt system, but it comes also with the pegs already included, and it comes with a 7-speed Shimano derailleur and Shimano shifter, while the DRT comes with single speed. That makes it very easy because you don't really need that many speeds. And I think the F4X will have also single speed because you don't need 7 speed while the bike is so powerful. So here's a setup. It comes with nice small crank arm, single speed, and as you can see, the swing arm is more heavy duty for off-road riding. A lot of reinforcement, small mud guards, but that's bicycle made specifically for riding off-road. That's why the fork, it's much thicker, it's more solid, it's heavy duty fork. The headlight, it's custom made for Revv1 up. It moves together with your fork, really nice. But it's not adjustable, you cannot move up and down. While on all the models, like, you can basically move them. And if you choose, this one is rounded one on F3 model. If you choose F3X or F4X, they have different headlight. It's more flat, a little bit different, and they don't come with a horn because the horn usually built inside the light. Also, here's the difference, the handlebar. As you can see, the display a little bit different. It's a little bit larger with a lot of information as well. On the left side, you can change the pedal assist level, power on and off. On this side, they come with a horn, beans changing, half throttle, very nice grips, comfortable. You can attach the mirror on the side easily. On the Ghostcat, it comes with, I think you're gonna have different handles as well. It comes with a full throttle, horn on the F3 model. Rest, I believe F3X will not have a horn. Nice display, color display. It's kind of hard to see on the sun over here, actually in the shade even. This one is basically on and off headlight and switching the pedal assist level. Nice braking system, and they are the same wideness. So you will not see different in wideness, but you're going to see different design in handlebar. Because it looks like it's higher right now, just the reason because I installed the extension. Basically, it's a adjustable stem. So it's otherwise it will be a little bit shorter than DRT model. Here's the size of the motor, Bafang versus the Xofer. It looks larger because it's 1500 continuous and Bafang only 1000. You can see dramatically change in size and supposed to be more power, but again they have a boost mode which will bring you up close to the power of the Ghostcat. Again, I feel like Ghostcat have a little bit more power. DRT and F3X have the same size of the battery. It's a 52 volt 20 amp, and if you choose the F4X model, it will have a larger battery. It will be 60 volt with 25 amp. So on average, I would say this model F3 or F3X would go about 20-25 miles on electric only on full throttle. Same with DRT would probably go. I didn't test it out, but the F4X model would go 5 miles more because the size of the battery 5 amp larger, so it would probably get you 5 miles extra with the throttle only. With pedaling, that would be different. You would get much more distance, like 50 or double range. The tires on the DRT model is more heavy duty, as you can see, with nice knobs, and it's by Innover. And on the F3 model, it just comes by Chayang, more basic tires for off-road riding, much thinner, easy to get punctured most likely, but they're much lighter. That's why the difference in the bicycles, the weight as well. You get about 82 pounds on the Ghostcat, regardless which bike you choose, F3X or F3, so it's about 82 pounds. While DRT model, I weighted about 95-96 pounds, okay, as is. It is heavy bike, so you get about 14 pounds difference. And that's why I think I got different speed, also a little bit different power feelings. As a This bike comes with many different modes, and as I said before, out of the box it will not go as fast, same as a Ghostcat. So once you remove the limiter and you can put this DRT in a boost mode, basically off-road mode, and then you have options to put the boost mode. So the boost mode will increase a lot of power. The Ghostcat F3 comes with 140 millimeter torque power, and the same thing with F3X will be 140, but if you choose the F4X model, it will be 160 millimeter torque. While the DRT listed as only 90 millimeter torque, and I think that 90 millimeter torque in regular mode without boost, like off-road mode maximum, because this motor is Bafang 1000, usually about 95 millimeter torque. But once you put in a boost mode, it's increase probably, I would say, about 120, maybe 130 millimeter torque, or maybe even 140, because as a power wise they're very similar. It is much smoother ride on DRT model by starting, because it's not as jerky, I would say. And as a speed wise, when you're going 0 to 20, it will be a little bit faster for some reason. I'm not sure, it just happened. It looks like that it's a little bit faster, but not much noticeable. I feel like more aggressive riding on the Ghostcat, not only position, the way it actually rides. With DRT, it's much smoother, unless you put in boost mode, so you'll feel a lot of torque as well. And let me show you the clip of the video when I tested for speed, the DRT model, and let's go for a ride so you can see not only the speed and also uphill test. So I'm gonna switch to boost mode. I already push, and there's a logo of boost mode, and go 0 to wherever it takes, up to the end of the street. Based on GPS, 20, 22, 23. Very nice acceleration in boost mode. 20, 30, 31. Display show me 32 and a half, 33. So I got 33 miles per hour based on GPS. So now we're gonna try it on the street with the boost mode, the top speed. It's a little bit longer street, so I can get probably better speed. 33. So far 33 miles an hour. I saw. 34 and a half was on display. 34. I'm gonna get to this point. We're gonna test it out, how fast and if it will make it uphill. So I expect it will. So 1, 2, 3, go. So I expect to make it faster than 10 miles an hour, but so far it's 20, and I'm checking on the top hill the speed usually. Like I'm not measure the time frame because the time may be different, but I want to see how fast it will make it. So far it's 30 miles an hour going uphill. I'm not sure if it will go. Okay, now it's 12. On display show me 13, but on the phone it show me 12. On GPS 12. Now it's 12. So it made it 12. Now it's 11. But so it's between 12 and 11. I would say 12 because it was just jumping, and it did made it uphill over here. 12 miles. 12 miles. Actually, it's pretty good. And now let's see how good performance with Ghostcat F3 model. So I would assume the F3X would have the same speed, same uphill test. while the F4 model would outperform both of them most likely. And if I have an opportunity to test the F4 model X, I will do that and I will compare as well. So we're gonna do the speed test right now first, and also to check 0 to 20 the speed at the same time, right on display over here. So 1, or we can count, yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. $17, $19, $20, $23 on display, $26 on display, $26 on GPS, $28 on GPS, $29 on GPS, $30, $31 on GPS, $32, nice acceleration, $33, $34, $35. Yeah, you need to be very careful with braking because it's very good. So we got 35 miles an hour on this stretch. Actually, it's very fast. 35 miles an hour for the small stretch. It's good. 34 based on GPS. It's pretty much accurate to GPS. Looks like 35. 35. So it's stable, 35 miles an hour. So I'm gonna stop here as always, and pedal assist level 5, so it's all the way to the top, and go. So far it's 14, 17 miles an hour, 18, and let's see if it will slow down, 20. So I can say 1000 watt motor, usually up to 10, oh no, 9 I think, and it's so far it's 50 miles an hour. I think goat bike, the last one upgraded motor goat, went up to 80 miles an hour to this hill, but there was no hub motor which went more than 10 miles an hour, and I'm like impressed. It's 13 miles an hour. Oh yeah, 30 miles an hour, 14. Well, I would say it's very solid 30 miles an hour based on GPS. I go with GPS, so maybe 13.5. And as you can see, the only difference 1 mile as a speed wise and 1 mile an uphill test difference. Let me explain what I think. I think the reason it didn't go as fast because the tires like this and also the weight would eat the speed. Not only the rear shock, because they are very similar feeling, same smoothness, but mostly the tires. So 1 mile, usually tires may eat up to 2 miles. So if I put different tires, DRT probably will go even faster a little bit. But Ghostcat F3 and F3X model have a little bit different tires. So on F3 you're gonna get like with knobs with X models like F3X or F4X will have different tires, will be more street tires. So they will have better riding experience on the city road, and also might give you a little bit better speed wise as well, better grabbing and so on. I noticed when you try to stop on Ghostcat F3 model, when I put the up to the maximum PSI 20, it's a little bit harder to stop because it would just keep sliding the road. The brakes works very good on both of the bicycle, but it's harder to stop for me. So if you reduce the air, you will have better stopping power, like if you reduce to 10 or 15 psi, but that would reduce also the speed. So with DRT, I have a maximum psi in tires. They stop actually very well on the road. Riding experience off-road was not as good as I noticed, as you saw before. DRT start to lose the power, and the reason it's looked like controller got overheated. Controller get overheated, so it's basically not shut down, it just reduces the power. While the riding Ghostcat off-road, I have different experience. It was just riding non-stop uphill with no losing any power at all, so it was like goat. It would go any hill without losing power, and I think it was even hotter weather that day. Again, I'm gonna take it to off-road again, because what I did before on DRT, I did many tests at the same day, while on Ghostcat I did in 2 separate days, and I fully charged the battery before riding off-road. So it's a little bit different, but I think Ghostcat perform a little bit better for a few reasons. Again, it's much lighter. The 14 pounds makes a big difference, while there's not much power in the motor usually. So 14 pounds, it makes difference probably of riding off-road. And if you're a lighter person, you will probably have not the same experience like me. So bike might not to get overheated. And also the boost mode most likely not meant to be used all the time. Usually probably for only 1 mile or 2 miles riding. That's why the boost mode mostly good for to get you boost up to the hill and then go to regular mode. And I was using all those times. That's why the bike got overheated and I lost the speed. Well, when I start to go riding back home, the speed came back and I got easily 33 miles on the street, and the battery was actually still half, even more I think, and I have like 17 miles on it. So it's give you very good range for me. I think it's very good range. I'm not sure how it happens. Maybe it's incorrect display, but I think it's get me very good range. And Ghostcat actually did very good range as well for the size of the battery. So they're about the same range if you're gonna consider. The only difference on Ghostcat, you can buy extra battery, which is 25 amp size for model X, for model F3 and model F3X. You can buy extra battery and replace with 25 amps, then it will be larger. With DRT, you can buy extra battery from the website and install right over here. They have all this connector included, very easy, and you would have double size. You will have 40 amp setup, double range, and easy. It will not really affect on design much. This plate is removable. Again, it will give you better range. So if you need long range, more heavy duty bike, DRT probably is the best choice, because with Ghostcat there's no options really to attach the second battery. As you can see, the frame design, it's a little bit different, so there's no space. Again, the Ghostcat a little bit smaller bike, so it's more better for people who is looking to put in RV, like in your car. You can probably fit inside the sub, and also it will take less space in the house if you like, you have not much space. And also it's better for shorter person as well, because it's not as high. As you can see, the DRT model, it's a little bit larger bike, it's longer, it takes more space, but it is better as stability because of the longer wheelbase. As you can see, it will give you better stability on the road, but different frame design. I think it's called diamond design, so you have more space inside to put on. You can put a bag, you can put battery. Also the selling kit, like you can attach the rack. I believe the Ghostcat most likely also have the rack. I don't remember if they have one, but controller currently located right over here in this box. On Ghostcat, it's located on the bottom right here, so it's the difference. Also the seat, DRT comes with custom made seat, a few tones, very nice seat, about the same comfortability riding as on Ghostcat. It's a little bit longer seat on Ghostcat, but again, the bike, it's not really designed for two people like my size. You can still ride it, but not going to be comfortable at all. With DRT model, I believe they're selling the rack where you can put a probably lighter person as a two-seat, but again, it's also not really designed for two people to ride this bike. Also, I noticed on DRT, while you're riding on the street, it will be more noisy due to the tires, while the Ghostcat will be very quiet usually. And again, these tires actually designed for off-road riding. They're more bulky and heavy. Again, this bike is designed specially for off-road, but I think the weight limit on this bike on DRT 350 pounds, while the Ghostcat have 330 pounds. And again, if you're a heavy person, DRT handled me very well, but Ghostcat actually, as you could see, pulled me uphill and going in speed a little bit better due to the tires and lighter weight. So basically you have less weight of the bicycle, 14 pounds less, but DRT more durable build looks like. As you can see, the frame design with a lot of reinforcement over here, and same the swing arm. And the Ghostcat have similar frame on all of the models. I don't know if the F3X will have a little bit different. It's about the same reinforcement, but much more basic one I would see on many other brands like similar frame design. So this more generic frame, a lot of people like it. So again, if you like the design, you go with Ghostcat. The difference between these two bicycles currently is the design and a little bit the power and also how they build. I think it's very hard to choose would be for someone who wants the bike. I recommend to choose based on the look, the one, because you're gonna look on this bike all the time, and whichever you like, you can get attention regardless which one you choose. Also the power, I think they're about the same power if you choose a F3 model or X model versus to DRT. The reason DRT looks like less power in boost mode because of the heavy duty tires and heavy bike, but I think once it's in boost mode it would have the same power. But I rode the Ghostcat in full power for longer time with no problem with overheating, so for some reason it's giving better performance with no issue at all, have zero issue. And with DRT it was overheated, but if you lighter person you may never get this overheating. Also, if you're not gonna plan to ride in boost mode or off-road mode, you probably will never get overheated as well, because the boost mode it will use the maximum amp from your controller, so it will pull out all the juice from the controller and the motor and the battery. So that's why DRT probably have similar power when it's in boost mode as Ghostcat, but Ghostcat basically a little bit better as handling longer torture. And if you choose F3X model, you're gonna get crazy animal. It will be much more powerful than both of these bicycles. And I recommend to get, if you want a lot of power riding off-road and heavy person, I recommend to go with F3X model again, because it will have a lot of power, better battery. It costs you a little bit more, but it's well spent money gonna be. Again, this bike is great for city riding as well, as it's handling the road very stable. Great experience. I love the design. Both of the bicycles looks differently, but I like both of them. You can custom different stickers on the Ghostcat. With DRT they have different customs. They have a nice fan group. You can join either of the group and you can see a lot of nice posts. Also the customer service, very important usually to pick, but in this situation I can say that I call DRT over the phone, easy to reach customer service support. They answer all my questions. And Ghostcat as well, I don't know if you can call them up directly, but I know you can email them. They're all of them based in California. I believe the Revv1 Up based in San Diego. They have actually a walk-in office as well. Ghostcat, I believe in Orange County, and they do have excellent support as well. So you're gonna get very good support from both of the companies. So there's no much to compare, as both of them excellent. Again, I would go with the look, the power you want to. If you think that DRT is not enough power for you, go with Ghostcat. I noticed with Ghostcat, it's you need to learn how to brake usually because of the sitting position and the tires on this bike as well. So the brakes are excellent. It's very similar system, which also 4-piston, and it's a 203 millimeter disc on both of them. So it will give you very excellent braking power on both of them. But with Ghostcat, I noticed when you're going on a fully inflated tires, it will basically just slide. So if you change the tires, it will be different performance. That's why, again, it's all takes some time to learn and adjust. Both a bicycle, excellent performance, I would say, and it's something you need to decide which one you choose, and comment below which one you like the most, and which one you have, or which one you plan to buy, and what do you guys think? Would this Revv1 up go faster if I change the tires? I think it will go faster, maybe 1 mile faster or 2 miles faster, but so far I'm not planning to change the tires because I like the tires, and I still gonna take it off-road riding because we have a lot of fires, and also the weather was not good, so I didn't take it off-road riding yet. But please subscribe so you can see the full video, and if you find any of this bike interesting for you, please check link in description, order from my link, you will support my channel. Also, Ghostcat can send in different countries. You might want to check the website. They do send to Canada, and I believe Hawaii and Australia, and while Revv1 up only in USA. And that's all for today. So if you have any questions, please comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.